Hey, good morning, everybody. This is John Phillips. It's my day off. It's Saturday. I'm gonna actually take this door out. This exterior door. It's gotta come off. The bottom's totally rotted out. I don't know what the fuck. Rats. My dog. Something big is chewing on the outside of this, and just all rotted out. I just need to get it out of here. And so I've got a new door here I purchased the other day at Home Depot. I got some 1x6 pressure treated. I think I need to put a buck strip in there, but this is the door out swing, and I'm gonna double check this measurement, the opening that I have between the cinder blocks, before I tear this door out, because as bad as it is, it's better than nothing, if you know what I mean. So I just need to check this. It looks like this was the second door anyways. By looking at this, you could see that it was replaced at one point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and if it is the right size, I'm gonna put a couple cuts in here. I'm gonna take the pins out, drop this door. I've got a water trough here for my dogs, but which I'm gonna redo that. I'm not putting it on the new door, but yeah, I'm gonna try to cut a chunk out and then use a crowbar and pry the rest of this jam out. We'll see how that works out. That's the plan A. We'll see how many plans we get into today. Alright guys, I got a little issue, man. This might be a little tight. Maybe a little bit tight. I've got a solution to that problem. Yeah. If I have to, I'll use my concrete saw and I'll trim off a 1/4 inch if that's what it takes. This is a big problem. Where I measured this door was on the bottom, and it was to this block. You can see that this is hung over, and this side's hung over too. That's going to be a big problem. My door is too big, and unfortunately for me, the size that I need is a special order. It's not going to be in stock at Home Depot or Lowe's. This is 31 1/4. My opening is 31 1/4. Let's see. Please God, just help a brother out. 31 1/4. Son of a bitch. 31 1/2. 31 1/2. That's not too bad, man. I got a 14-inch concrete cutoff saw, and we'll see how the rest of the block work is. But I'm going for it. I'm ripping this fucker out. When in doubt, tear it out. Let me get this cleaned up. Alright guys, so I've got a couple issues here on this door already. Nothing that can't be overcome. I've already figured out what I'm going to do. See this slab here? Normally this is level with the garage, and normally they put a piece of 1x in here, dap that out, so that the new door sits below this level here. Unfortunately, they didn't do that in this case. So my overall height of the door is 6'9" from the bottom of the threshold to the top of the jamb. I've only got 6'8", and up here, this right here is a beam, solid beam. That they put in cinder block construction. The other issue that I have is this opening is a 1/4 inch smaller than the door that I have. So my option on this problem is to take 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 of an inch off of each side of this jamb. 1/8 of an inch, a strong saw blade, and that would get me in there. The bottom though, the threshold, I'm gonna have to cut that. I'm gonna have to cut it and chip it out, which isn't a big deal. I've got a concrete saw and I've only got to come in 4.5 or 5 inches. So I'm just gonna cut this slab down an inch and do it the way it should have been done in the first place and chip it out. Shouldn't take me more than a half hour or so to do that. But I was thrown off. I measured from this block to this block, and then, you know, 4 inches higher, the blocks came in another inch, so that threw me. Live and learn. It's still cheaper than paying somebody to do it. So my motto is, if you can do it yourself, you should be doing it yourself. Don't pay somebody to do shit you can do yourself. Save yourself some money. That adds up over a lifetime. Check out this old chisel, man. That thing's been used, my friends. I bought this at a yard sale, and I think it's just cool as shit, you know. This thing's probably 100 years old, man. Probably got it for $1 or something, but it's great for what I'm gonna do now, which is clean off all this coffee. Anyways, you get the idea. Alright guys, so this is what we got. This is my concrete saw. I'm gonna leave it at the depth it's at. It's about 1 inch. But what I did was I put it here, and that's gonna be able to let me go by this face of this block over here. So what I did was I marked it on the floor. I got a mark here, and I've got a mark over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap con a piece of 1x4 so that I can use that as a guide. And I'm going to cut that shit out and then put cuts this way, and then just get my little chipper and chip that stuff out. It should be pretty easy, but that's the plan. All right, guys. So I'm ready to put this board in here. That's going to be my guide. I used a piece of 1/4 inch or 1/8, pretty small shit, Luan plywood. But I've got my marks here, and I needed to keep it low just because of this saw is not very high. So yeah. This cut that I'm putting in here is going to be actually out further than the threshold, so it doesn't really matter if it's perfectly straight. I'm going to have to fill it anyways, the gap. So down here in Florida, every time you do that, there's a chance water could start coming up out of the hole. Fucking. Okay. Throw one more over here in this corner. So there's my guide. I'm gonna run this saw like this up against that guide all the way across, and then I'll make my cuts like this and chip it out. At least that's the plan. Alright, so I want a little bit of water running on this. Dust down. Not much. It don't take much, guys. So now I want to make my cuts this way. Alright guys, so I got all my cuts in here. I got my nice I got a nice clean line across the back. I'm not really concerned about these. This shit's all getting chipped out. I'll spend a little time now chipping this out, and the door should fit in here vertically. Then I have to decide what I'm gonna do to get it in this opening. I'm a 1/4 inch tight. Do I want to cut the block and leave, you know, I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. I got to come in 4.5 inches. I'd have to put another runner up here and adjust the blade and chip that shit out. So I'll make that decision, but right now I'm going to get my chipping hammer out and start chipping away at this. I had this thing for 25 years or more. Takes a little while to get warmed up. Alright, you get the idea. Alright guys, so I've got this thing dapped out. Basically what should have been done when they built the house. This must have been an oversight or an afterthought. I've got to do a little more cleanup in here, but I'm plenty deep to get this thing in vertically now. I've got a nice clean line here that I can fill full of cement or hydraulic cement. And we're halfway there. I just need to make this opening wider somehow. Either use a power plane, which I really don't want to take any wood off of that door frame. Probably going to end up cutting this one side of this door. Most likely this side. Just because of the access, but yeah. Alright guys, so what I did was the height of that door is 6'9" outside, you know, the frame jamb. So instead of trying to wrestle that door in here and see if it's the right height, I just cut a board 6'9", and I ran it from this beam on the top all the way across, you know, and I'm clear all the way across the bottom. So I'm gonna clean up these corners just a little bit, but I've got enough out of here, and we're good, because I'm gonna pin it to this beam at the top, because the top is usually really level, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the frame in once I get the width right, and I'll jack it up and throw a couple of Tapcons into that beam, and then hang the rest of the door, get it squared up. So that's the plan, man. All right, guys. This fucking new stupid camera tripod does not work, guys. Don't buy them. Carbon fiber, 40 bucks on Amazon. They suck. See this line? I need to cut that with my big ass electric concrete saw. I have a gas powered, this is a 12 inch. I also have a gas powered 14 inch, but bad enough I gotta breathe, you know, dust is on the fucking menu today. I don't need to be breathing in gas fumes in my garage, so that's it. I gotta make that cut, and then I'll be able to put the door in, hopefully. My father always said, if you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough. So yeah, they threw me a fucking curve. Look at this block. I measured at the bottom, and these cocksuckers. That's life, right? All right, I'm ready to eat some dirt. It ain't gonna be fun, guys. Especially trying to get a straight cut with no water. I'm not gonna be able to put any water on this, so it's gonna be nasty. Get anything I don't want to get destroyed. Yeah. I gotta get a mask on, guys. Shit'll fucking kill me. You can see how I'm already getting off track here. This is not a fun thing to do. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna give it another shot, guys. I gotta get this thing locked. A little more to go. Woo, doggy. Okay, so we're definitely beyond plan fucking A at this point, which seems to be the case every fucking time I do something, but I think we're in good shape. I need to get some water below my nose, clean my fucking right eyeball out, and get back at it. Alright guys, I got my cut in here. It looks pretty good. I did put kind of a back cut. Pointed the blade towards the right there to make sure I wasn't, you know, going out the other way. We'll see. I'm gonna break all this shit off and see where I am. And I just tested my GoPro to see if it's waterproof because it was covered in dust, and I just rinsed it off, and hopefully I'm still recording. I'm not sure if I went that low. I gotta get in deeper down here, but that seemed to work pretty good. I'm gonna have plenty, it looks like. Yeah. A lot harder than I thought, but almost every job I do is, so we wouldn't want to change that up. Yeah. Alright guys, so that's what I need to make my cut to finish this off so I can get this fucking door in. If I strap this piece of wood out on the outside of the house with a couple of Tapcons all the way down, I should be able to run my little saw down that and then chip the rest of it away. So that's the plan. I'm going to put this up with 3 screws and then make my cut and go from there. Hopefully be able to clean up all this shit and let it dry up a little bit and then put the door in. Yeah. Okay guys, so on a pain in the ass scale, this is turning into a pain in the fucking ass, to put it mildly. And I realized that this cell that's supposed to be solid is not. So I'm gonna have to make sure my tap cons go into this right here, the meat of this cinder block, because there's nothing here now. I've cut fucking half the block away. But I don't know, I'm gonna chip this out and then wash all this shit down, get it all swept out. I got dust all over everything, and I'm gonna try to put this door in, man. But yeah, this is home ownership 101, guys. I guarantee you this door will be in by the end of the day, though, for sure. All right, guys, I think I'm ready. Throw this fucking thing in. May have a little more work I need to do on that bottom in the corners. Shit. All right, guys, we're close. Very close. Probably gonna have to pull it out and do a little bit of adjustment on this cement, maybe. I don't know. All right, guys, so I am officially now trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound box. I need to use my power plane, plane this down just a little bit on the top here, only about halfway, and that should get me. You guys want to watch me eat some fucking goddamn dust. Over here too. Ah, boy. Getting fucking ugly, guys. Getting fugly. Get in there, you son of a bitch. Oops. No need for shims on this, guys. Fuck. Bitch when you buy the wrong fucking door, guys. Look at that. I gotta do some more work. Alright guys, I gotta tell you, this fucking door kicked my ass. Don't try this at home is my advice. Especially, you know, don't buy the wrong fucking door is my advice. I was easily fooled. Yeah, but it looks good. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna throw a little trim around the outside and put the lock deadbolt and the doorknob on from the old door. I'm not buying new shit. So anyways, it's in. I'll get a finished shot of it. Not fun though, having to cut all this concrete. Way more, it's way easier to shim a door than it is to cut the shit out of the way. All right guys, fucking door is in. It was not fun. I bought the wrong size door. If I had known it was the other door, another door, I would have had to have ordered it because it's only a 28-inch wide door. But they had the blocks wrong on the bottom, and that's where I took my measurement, and unfortunately 6 inches higher, the blocks on each side came in a 1/2 inch, so it caused me to do a lot of extra work. The height, I had to do a lot of extra work, but she's in there. The gap looks pretty good. I mean, it could be better, but what the fuck, man. I'm just happy it's in and I can lock it. I am gonna break down and buy some new hardware. Buy a cheap set, just a deadbolt and a doorknob. But now comes the fun part, guys. Cleaning up all this shit. First, I gotta go eat, man. I haven't had anything to eat all day. I may get one more shot before this is done, but Johnny boy needs food. All right, guys. Kind of all cleaned up. That power planer makes a fucking mess, but I'll get this shit all cleaned up. I want to put a little bit of spray foam around this, wait a couple of days, and then trim it off. I'm going to get some new hardware, but it's done. It's closing nice. It's locked right now. Nice tight seal all the way around on the gasket. So I'm happy with it. It took me couple hours longer than I was anticipating because of you know, I bought the wrong size door. Yep. So anyways, it's in there, and I'm gonna have to be a little smarter. The problem with these is you don't want to tear the fucking door out and then not be able to get one, you know, and then have to throw up a piece of plywood, keep people out of your house. But anyways, I gave it my all, and she's in there. Yard's cleaned up. My dogs, they've been in the house all day. I gotta let them out. I'm sure they left me some presents.